So this might be a little noisy. We got trains out that back door going by, and we got fans going. We are doing upper control arms and the ball joint, inner, outer ball joints, lower ball joint, idler arm, and the pitman arm. And it also has the torsion bars on it, so there is no coil spring up here. So basically this thing was creaking, squeaking, making all kinds of racket when you drive it, hit bumps, turning it, whatever. It was very noisy. So all this should take care of it. We are not doing the shocks. We could, but right now we don't need to. Alright, so basically I'm going to start by getting all these speed sensor wire loose. The brake line needs to come off the control arm, and the brake assembly needs to come off, just to make this piece lighter to deal with once we get it all loose. Alright, so I got the bolts taken out of the caliper, took them out of the bracket right there and this bracket right here, and this one that clips into the speed sensor. You have to unclip it out of this, but it gives you enough room, barely, to lift it up and slide this caliper underneath it. Just like that. Unhook that. And you can lay the caliper over here on the. Okay. So now what we got is this crappy ball joint up here. I'm gonna clean this off some. And we're going to have to take this bolt loose and this bolt down here loose. I'm going to lay the brake pads off to the side so they don't fall. I'll take these two back here off, and this will come off and the rotor will come off. That's a lot of weight right there that you're going to have to maneuver. Okay, I have caliper, the holder off, and the rotor, and I just loosened this, which is on this truck a 21, along with the back bolts here. They're a 21. So you just loosen this one up and take and hit it. Should come right out, just like that. That one, boot's completely shot. Just to be on the safe side, I think I'm going to take that little Allen screw out and pull this out, but I'm going to spray it with some cleaner and PB blaster to make sure that it doesn't break. Yeah, I blew it off with some air. I'm just gonna let that soak in around it, and I'm actually gonna go over and do the other side right now too. We got that one out. Once you get it out, you can actually see the little spacer. It reads the speed inside there on this little sensor. So I just wrap it up and hook it on the shock top right there. I'll take and cover this, so when I'm cleaning that off, I don't get a bunch of junk down in there. It would be really nice if people took and cleaned their cars before I get them, but that usually doesn't happen. People really don't take care of their cars the way you would think they would. Now we'll see about these newer cars, the ones people are paying $80,000, $90,000 for their truck. We'll see if they take good care of those. I don't know. Well, I'm kind of doubting it. I'll put a little bit of WD-40 back there on that bolt. And might as well go on that side too. There. Just to get it a little bit freer, and the one down here. Because if that one starts spinning, that's going to be hard to get out. The one on the bottom over here, right there. Alright, now you want to take and loosen these. It is an 18. And I'm not sure on the bottom. Okay, now these little slide deals here, you can tell this one's been adjusted at one time, but either way, we're gonna make a mark here so I can put it back as close as possible to what it was. He's still gonna go and get a alignment after the fact. We just want to have it close so he can drive to get it done. These, you're just gonna unscrew the nut, because the bolt is what gives your adjustment. So you unscrew the nut side of both of these, and then you just push the bolt out. So both of them are loose. So to get an adjustment, you put your wrench on there and see how you can move it back and forth. Got that bolt loose. We're going to pop this ball joint loose from the knuckle. Still have the nut on. Couple threads. Get you one of these air hammers and a pickle fork that fits in it, that fits around that, and hit it. There's that one. I have used manual, you know, just a regular pickle fork. That is no fun whatsoever, but it can be done. It's just you're going to wear yourself out hitting it with a hammer. So if you have air and you can get you one of those, that's the way you want to do it. Alright, I got the back bolt out. It's pretty easy. Keep your little slides where on the way they're supposed to go on the bolt, just so you don't get it mixed up, and keep it together, because you will have to reuse it. That one's a little bit stubborn. There it goes. That one just fell, but it can only go one way because the paint is going to be on the outside like that one, if I can find it. I have no idea where it just went. Well, let me find that real quick. Alright, got that one right there and there. We're just going to keep it up here with the caliper. It goes on to the side that it goes to. Yank your control arm out just like that. And as you can see, that was pretty wore out. Had grease in it, but it's wore out. Alright, so I got the knuckle off here, and there's the ball joint. So needless to say, that was pretty wore out. It was literally squeaking, and pretty sure metal and metal. Alright, so we got this clamp set up, press it out downward. It's going to be pretty stiff if it's the original, that's for sure. So this one so far hasn't been too bad. That out. Put that. This one. That is shot completely. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up really good. Get this rust cleaned out of there. And I'm gonna actually put it back together with some anti-seize inside there. Press that one in and get this upper control arm back in. So once you figure out your combinations for pushing it out and then pressing it back in, I did get it started here. So we have two here, one to raise it up because this ball joint has a little hump in the middle. But it is tight, so we put some anti-seize in there. Hopefully let it go in there pretty good. Got a ways to go. I did set the grease zerk facing back. Alright, that is it. It is not going anymore. It's using this, and I put all my weight into it, so it's definitely down. Okay, now we got this one to get in. Just take a rubber mallet. One side lined up, and remember your nuts were facing the inside. There we go. About in. That one. Put that back on. Don't worry about your alignment on that yet. Just have it in there holding it. Okay, now this part is a little tricky. You gotta hold this up and get the nuts started. I'll get that out of our way. Nothing light about this truck. Okay, that started. Slide that in. That one started. Got both of them started. Now I'm going to tighten those up. Okay, after you get these ball joints in and tight, go ahead and put your speed sensor or ABS brake wire in, because when you put your rotor on and your other stuff, you will not be able to put it back in. You'll have to take it all back off. Okay, so I'd say that is, I guess, part one. If you're only here to watch just the ball joints, they're done. This is all back together. Got the cotter pins in. We are going to grease it right now. Alright guys, it's the next day, but we already got up here and we have got the outer tie rods off. We got the drag link already taken loose from pitman arm and your idler arm. This one I bought both pieces, so all I gotta do is take off these 2 bolts, slide the new one up in there, and for your pitman arm, because it comes down onto the frame, you have to do a little bit different on that. So let me get this one ready, get it taken off, and get the new one ready. So this is your upper piece, and to your idler. It does come as 2 pieces, so you just bolt this one to it and put it up in there. Now it has, the new one has a greasable hose, like you can place it somewhere else, or you can just put the greaser into the top. Now there's the pitman arm to take it off. These tie rod ends, they are not a reverse thread, they are a standard thread, so righty tighty, lefty loosey. It's a 36mm wrench or crow's foot, whichever you have. I got these basically matched up as close to the old ones as I can get. We're gonna get it aligned afterwards anyway. Alright, we got that one put on. That's the idler arm. Now we got to get to this pitman arm, which, as you can see, comes straight down into the frame. So you're going to go to this side of the frame. You're going to take this bolt, and this upper bolt out. And you can leave them in the frame because they just screw through an ear on the steering gearbox. So let's loosen that up right here. That one. Loosen this one. Now it's down against the frame, so we'll be able to maneuver it. I just want to take it and set it right there so we can get to that nut. We got a 1 5/16 6-point. Set that right there. Okay, now you get this little pitman arm puller, and you slide it between the arm. Now there was a little seal there I had to push up so I can get this around it. Make sure your center of that bolt, or the shaft coming out. I'll try to impact this thing. Some pressure on it. It started to slide a little bit, guys, so here it comes. This great, nice greasy mess. There it goes. So if you look on here, it has a larger spline, has 3 larger splines around it. Now they had 2 different ones. Not sure what the difference was. This one I can't tell in the package. Okay, so the one I just pulled out of the box, has 4 large splines, so that is not it. So it's got to be this other one. This is why you get some stuff that looks like it's been opened and used, because sometimes you have to order both just to figure out which one's which. Because you don't want to wait. By the time you pull this one off, the place will be closed. This one's got to be it. Not even gonna have problems. That is a 3 spline. Very good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this one ready, put the dessert in it. Okay, so this one we just gotta line up those three, maybe, there we go. It's lined up. This bolt's nut started. You know what? Actually, we're going to take it back off and I'm going to anti-seize the splines. I got these anti-seized and crank this down. Now you got to lift up steering gearbox. Just line your holes back up. Not too bad. Now all I gotta do is flip this drag link back up and connect it back to the line these two up right there. Okay, on these I'm not gonna hit it with the impact. Don't need it. You just need to line up the holes with the slot. Put your cotter key in, but you do want it tight. Just don't overdo it. And on these things, I really wish people would stop folding them all the way over, because there's no need for that. You literally just push it out and push one up, and guess what? That's not going to come out. But when you need it to come out, it's a lot easier to push it back together and pull it out. Really wish people would think about that. Don't fold them over the nut. It doesn't help anymore. If anything, it causes you not to be able to use it again, and then you have to go get a new one. Because this is not attached, you can push this all the way out and you can spin the whole thing and leave it connected where you are marked. So that's a plus. It is raining here right now, which is nice. Actually feels really good in here right now. It is 79 degrees, maybe 78. It's making for a nice day here in the shop, that's for sure. Still about to finish that truck, and then I'm going to come over here, put the grill back on this. The AC and everything is still working on this. Let me get this other tie rod in here. Got it marked still. Need to tighten that nut up though so it doesn't move. So we got upper, lower, bushings, ball joints, tie rod outer, tie rod inner. We got the pitman arm, idler arm and pivot, and the same on the other side. So this thing is ready to go get an alignment, and it should ride way better at this point. So anyway guys, I hope this helps y'all out, and go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button if you would, and you'll catch some of my other videos. Here's the mess of old stuff. I think that's all of it. About $1,000 worth of stuff, not including labor. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.